Good afternoon, Chris Whelan from the Centre of Business Excellence, Building Better Businesses. If you've, like me, have had a relaxing time over the Easter weekend, I hope you're getting ready for the 1st of April. It's a year already, who would believe it? Already the 1st of April. I wanted to chat to you today about something which I'm hearing a lot of. Over the last 10 days, I've spent a bit of time traveling through New Zealand, talking to different people, different business owners, and the universal theme that's come through, the absolutely universal theme, is that the economic landscape has shifted. Now, excuse me, what does that mean? Well, it means that global events, in some cases, global events have affected us. It means different government policies have kicked in and affected us. And all of that impacts on our businesses, whether it be things in the Middle East, whether it be the Ukraine-Russia situation, whatever it is, whether it be supply chain disruption, the economic landscape as we know it has shifted fairly fundamentally. And for a lot of people, that's really affected their businesses in a number of different ways. Profitability, clearly under pressure. Cash flow under pressure, a retention of good staff also under pressure. All of those things, and your particular circumstances will be different, but all of those things will affect you in lots of different ways. And I want to talk to you today about 4 or 5 or 6 different things that we can do together and you can do in your business to make sure that you get your business strong so that the economic fluctuations that we face over the next 18 to 24 months don't massively negatively impact your business. So let's think about that in the next couple of minutes. Firstly, cash flow. I've already mentioned it. Economic disruption, supply chain disruption obviously affects your cash flow pretty profoundly. Government policies, particularly as the new government has come in over the last several months, they've made a lot of changes. For some people, those are positive. For others, it's affected their business. It's affected demand, right? It's affected demand for their products and services. And so people are uncertain, holding back, not necessarily spending. Now, different industries, of course, it affects differently. But if that's the situation you're in, you're probably thinking, how do I respond to that? So that's very, very important. Longer term, in the short term, you might have cash flow issues, but in the longer term, you could also have, it could affect your staff. One of my conversations over the last couple of weeks, business owners said what was acceptable, totally acceptable 18 months ago, simply wasn't acceptable at the moment. And so they've had to go through and say who in their staff, who's directly front-facing, who's costing money, how do they adjust that? So they're looking at that at the moment, and then that's a big issue. So, things have changed, as I say, 18 months ago, different now. Productivity is different. People want to get highly productive, but if the demand for their services and their products are down, that's a challenge. So all of those things by way of background. Now, I want to just talk to you about what I think 5, maybe 6 things that you can do if you get it right in your business now. You will set your business up for the long term. And the next 18 to 24 months aren't going to shake your foundations like they might shake other people's. So point number 1, diversify your revenue streams. If you're relying on a single stream of revenue, your business is vulnerable, right? So whether you have a single product or, the old 80-20 rule, 80-20, of course, we all understand, but if it's 99-1, that's a problem. So diversify your revenue streams, because you don't want to be in a situation where all of your eggs, if you like, proverbially are in one basket. Excuse the Easter pun. That's the first point. Diversify your revenue streams. Point number 2, make sure that you focus heavily on customer retention. Added value for your customers is always a good thing, especially in uncertain times, right? Let me repeat that. It's always a good thing, but especially in uncertain times. So focus on your best relationships, your best customer relationships. Building loyalty programs if you can, right? So where your customers come to you and you reward them for their loyalty. Have personalized marketing. There's a number of things you can do in that space. So that's point number 2. Point number 3, focus on operational efficiency. Operationally or efficiently running your operations is obviously always important, but getting the systems and the processes right, relying on different technology that helps you to do things faster, cheaper, perhaps, very important. You want to make sure that your processes are streamlined. And I would encourage you, once you've done that, there's lots of ways you can go about it. But once you've done that, involve your team, because it actually gets them focused on a common goal as well. So streamline your operations. Cash reserves, and that's point number 4, cash reserves, make sure you build them up, make sure you've got strong cash reserves. I think that speaks for itself. Most small businesses don't suffer from a profitability problem. They often suffer from a cash flow problem. So get that sorted out, right? Very, very important. And point number 5 is stay agile, stay responsive, if you like, to changes. Because when you look at the different trends that are happening and you respond differently, you use that terrible term pivot, that's what allows your business to stay strong. So make sure that you listen to customer feedback, make sure that you remain agile, and make sure that you can be adaptive. So those are the 5 points. There's point number 6, which is a bit of a bonus point, and that is seek professional advice. There are people like myself, and it doesn't have to be me, of course, but there's plenty of people out there that can help you, whether it be a business coach, whether it be your accountant. But seek professional advice, because that's what people like us do. We help businesses get through tough times and then get ready for not just surviving, but thriving. So let's look at that again. Better cash flow, obviously, in uncertain times, making sure you protect your profit margin, making sure you retain the best staff. And these are some of the benefits that you can come by when you go through those 5 or 6 things. And of course, making sure that you build stronger relationships with your customers. When things have shifted as they have done now, is not the time to shrink back. It's not the time to not market. Absolutely, it's the time to do even more. Right. So let me just recap those 5 things again. 1, diversify your revenue. 2, make sure you focus on customer retention. 3, optimize your operational efficiency. 4, build a good, solid cash flow reserve. 5, be agile and responsive. And then number 6, if you need to seek professional advice. If any of this resonates with you, I would be absolutely thrilled to offer you a complimentary 60 to 90-minute strategy session focused purely on your business. Now, it's not a sales call. This is very much a conversation which says we'll do a few things. 1, understand your business, ask lots and lots of questions, understand what the challenges are in your business, the root causes. Then identify solutions to those causes. That's number 2. And number 3, put programs in place to help you drive that forward. If that resonates with you, the easiest way to do it is to click on the link in the description, give me a call directly. And as I say, we can go, if you jump on my calendar, that's probably even the easiest. You can go from there, you can set it up and make sure that your business is robust for the next 12 to 18 months. Have a fantastic week. All the best. Bye-bye.